What's up, everybody? I must weigh 270 pounds right now. I'm serious. I must weigh 270. Like I can feel it. I can feel it. Not good. Well, starting tomorrow, I will not be. Tonight's the last night that I drink for like how I've been drinking every. I think I've been drinking every day for like the last month. So tonight I'll drink and then I'll go back to my regular uh, schedule. I think. What's going on, ladies? Except for you, Mr. Biffibs, Christina Finch, Crystal Wood, Carol Cruz, Double C. What's going on? How we doing? I can cuss on this channel, right? I can cuss on this channel. Uh, should I keep my hat on or just stream with my hat off? Look how fat my face is. God Lord, I look terrible. I look absolutely terrible. Well, at least today. I bought some donut holes for the crows. You're gonna share it. Well, actually, I bought them a dozen donut holes. So let's. Bro, it's right there. You don't see it. Okay, well, it looks like okay. So they did see my. I did buy. I bought a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit to review. By the way, I got some reviews that like not been released, so I'm gonna start. I'm gonna stop the reviews probably for the next couple months. So all the reviews that you guys see after tomorrow, they're probably gonna be old. It's gonna be mixed in ones that I haven't put up in a while, mixed with some new ones. I owe McHenry Cruiser one famous star with cheese review. I'm like, why the hell would he like? Dude, I gotta spice up that review because that's such a generic hamburger. It's like, dude, like, why don't you just can we just kind of like, I don't know. So I owe him that review. So I gotta do that review. That review needs to be done today. As a matter of fact, there's a Carl's Jr. right there. I'll probably do it. I'll probably do it this afternoon. I'll kick out his review. Uh, anyways, your fave, is that right? So guys, so check this out. Before I begin, I'm trying to think where should I drive to because I feel like that I don't want to be in this parking spot. I'm actually waiting for uh, the storage unit to open up so I can go pull my trailer out. I pulled my trailer out yesterday just to kind of go like I don't know, look around, and all the stuff like it's literally gonna take me about 5 hours to. Oh, there's another. That's for you, buddy. That's for you. Fuck you then. Damn. Look at me cussing at birds. No wonder people say I have a mental problem. Anyways, the purpose of me streaming, other than when I'm bored and for me to entertain you guys, is that I don't know. I don't know where to go right now. Exactly. Exactly. I don't know where to go right now. Hey, do you guys want to see this damn this bird won't take my donut hole? I got one donut hole over there, one over there. Come on, buddy. It's right there, buddy. It's right there. Yeah. I wonder what it's saying. He's saying, if anybody touches this fucking donut hole, I swear to fucking God. I love this little donut shop right here because this is only the second time that I've been here because yesterday was the first. When I order from her, she acts like I'm bothering her, which technically I am because I like if you guys don't know this, some donut shops, not all of them, but some of them they'll have like a contract with a store, so they'll bake their donuts and then they have their own shop as well. So obviously, they bake donuts for somebody in the area, so they're kind of busy all day, like making donuts. So when they're taking someone's order at the counter, they're like hella busy, and I don't like that. So next time, if I go in there again and she's like, I feel like she's rushing me, I'm gonna tell her that I don't like that. That she needs to take a couple breaths and and respect me. Respect me. Oh my god, respect me, baby. God, my face is so fat right now, but it sucks because it makes me look younger, but then I'm fatter. And let me tell you, nothing puts more weight on me, and I'm sure you guys are tired of me hearing about this, complaining about this. He didn't even take the donut hole. It's like when I drink, it's like it's cement. It's like, holy crap. Yeah, drinking is the worst thing ever for human beings, for at least for me. At least for me. Taco 517, you fucking bastard! How dare you show your face in my stream after you come in with your bully clan and wipe the floor with us? Yeah, that wasn't. Don't worry, we talked a lot of shit about you after we lost. We took out all our frustrations on you. You got that right. I was just telling Lone Wolf, I was like, dude, I should. I said, too bad I don't have like the time to make like some TikToks for Clash of Clans. I mean, I could, but it's like, do I really want to do that? Just to get people. I like to get the clan busy, but I'd like a good solid 40 people that participate. And right now we only have a good solid like not even 30, probably 28. Anyways, as I was saying before I started talking about myself like the conceited bastard that I am, I don't know what I'm gonna do right now. I have no idea. So I moved out. I moved all my shit out of my place yesterday. No, excuse me, the day before yesterday. No, Thursday. Excuse me. So I moved out all my stuff Thursday. There is not the only thing that's there left that I own is a box fan and a chair, and I don't really care about either or. I sold one of my electric scooters that I bought from this fucking asswipe that didn't tell me the battery was bad, so I sold it for $80. So I took a pretty big loss on that. I bought a scooter for $600, electric scooter. Battery was bad. But strangely enough, I found $800 in cash like 2 weeks later. Just $800 just on the street. It was so crazy. I was gonna make a video about this, and I still might. So I had went to this podiatrist, right? Because there's something with my fucking foot. I need like a specially made orthotic on my left foot because sometimes when I go to cemeteries, I feel like I sprain my foot if I walk there like longer than an hour. I guess something to do with the uneven ground. Sucks getting older. So I went to this podiatrist in LA, and then he sold me some of his shitty inserts. And he says next time you go walk in the cemetery, he's like, why do you walk in cemeteries? And I was like, it's a long story. And he goes, all right, well, he goes, if you still have a problem after wearing these, he goes, you're gonna have to get a custom one made. And he goes, they can get kind of expensive. He goes, but he goes, if you look online, whatever, you might be able to find where, and and I only need one. It's not like I need both my feet. It's just my left foot. It's just like annoying. It's already been like sprained like 3 times this year. And I'm like, holy crap. And sometimes I sprain it to the point where I can't walk for like at least 2 or 3 days. I can barely walk. It's like, I couldn't even do a video. I'd have to do a video like on my scooter, which is, why I have my scooter with me, and I'm going to start doing like moto vlogs kind of. So anyways, moving along, as I was talking about me not, what was I talking about? Me not, oh, the $800. So yeah, so that little shithead kid fucking sold me a bad scooter, whatever. That's a lesson learned. Now I'll never buy it. I'm not saying I'll never buy a used scooter ever again, but I'm sure I have not learned my lesson. But no, so I went to the podiatrist, and then I was coming back. Right, I get out of my the office, and I noticed my scooter has a flat tire in the back. I said, son of a crap. So luckily there was like a just by dumb luck, there was an electric scooter shop across the street. So he put a little bit of air in my tire, and I made it home. I pull up to my house, and as soon as I put him in the yard, I see right by my van, I see like a couple 20s, and it's the exact same way that I fold my money. Now they want to get the fucking donut hole. All right, well, I got more. I got more where those come from. So that's a big ass raven. He's almost as big as a seagull. He's just walking around now with the donut hole in his mouth. Anyways, I'm waiting for him to eat it. He just flew away. So I got another one. So I see a couple 20s, right? And my first reaction was, wow, that must be my money, because it's exactly the way I keep my money and fold it. And so I picked it up like nothing. And then I look, and there's $100 bill next to my tire. And then I pick it up, and I'm like, how the fuck did I drop this money and it's still here? I've been gone an hour and a half. And it was a little bit windy outside. And then I look, and there's another 100. And I said, what the hell? And then I'm like looking around the yard, and there's like some 20s in the bushes. So I start and now I start looking for more money, because now I was like, what the hell is going on? So I'm like, now I'm just like looking, and I find another 100. I find like one in the street, like by a car's tire. And now I like, for the next like 2 minutes, there is not a soul in sight. There is nobody around. And I said, what the fuck? And I'm looking around, and then I'm like picking up money. And then I'm looking for somebody that's like coming to see like if they lost their money. So I look for about 2 minutes. I pick up all the money, and I put it in my pocket. And then I'm standing out there, and I'm like waiting for somebody to come and like, oh my God, I lost my money, so I can give it back to him. And nobody came for like 10 minutes. Nobody came. I saw one person, but he was just getting out of his car. So I go inside my house. So the house that I lived in was in the back of the big house. I still can't believe I stayed there 3.5 months. What a terrible time I had. It's fucking terrible. Good Lord. Anyways. So I go to my house and I count up the money, and it was $801. There was a $1 bill of all things. So $800 I found. So I put it in my, I put it on my counter, and then I go back outside, and I'm like, I wait another 10 minutes for somebody to, like, it looks like they lost money. And then I'm thinking to myself, I said, what if it was like the owners? Because the money was in the front yard, right? So, and I was gonna like tell the owner, hey man, did you drop some money outside? But then I was like, fuck it, I'm not doing that. Because he could have been like, oh yeah. Yeah, I'm like, fuck that shit. I mean, that guy's a fucking multimillionaire. And plus the wind was blowing, so all because it was in our yard doesn't mean he dropped it in the yard. And plus his car wasn't there. But I don't know if he was there. My vehicle was the only one there. And I was just thinking, what if it was the maintenance guy that works in the house sometimes? So I was kind of worried. I felt kind of bad, because I was like, man, I want to return the money to the rightful person, but it's like, what do you do? Start calling people, hey, did you lose $800? So I stood out there for another 10 minutes. Nobody came outside. Nobody was like looking on the ground looking for the money. And I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna keep it. Like, fuck it, I'm just keeping it. So yeah, I kept it. It's right here. Where the fuck is it? Yeah, I kept it in this clip thing. Yep, $800. That is crazy. That is crazy. So Oh, and then I found this, but this was mine. I'm not, by the way, guys, I'm not bragging. And then I found more money. I found more money. Actually, this money was for something I was supposed to buy. Oh, looks like I wrote some notes for some future videos. Sydney, Ohio killed 3 teens. Freezer mom of Detroit. So I'm gonna make a video, guys, called "Freezer Mom of Detroit." I guess a woman killed a child and put them in a freezer. Meet Detroit's freezer mom. Not to laugh about that, but it's funny how I just kind of write. That's what I do. I just write shit down, and then I'm like, later on, I look at it, and I'm like, oh, I should put that away in my folder. So I found the $800. So basically, I'm going to use that money. It's earmarked for interviews. So all that money right there, it's just for interviews. It's for the times when I start going out on the street and doing interviews. I don't know if I ever would start a straight interview channel. If I do, I might shout it out on the Bigot channel. That's it. I'm never shouting out shit on Lamont at Large ever again, because those people, God bless them, I love them, but they do not care about those prison interviews. They don't give a shit about those. And right now I'm so burnt out, I cannot push the channel. I'm too burnt out. I'm just too burnt out. So it's not on hiatus right now, but it kind of is. I'm just burnt out. I'm burnt out on it. I'm just burnt out. I'm not burnt out on YouTube. I'm just burnt out. I was burnt out on staying in Los Angeles. So now I am here in a location unknown, somewhere in the high desert area of California, waiting for this storage to open. So what I'm going to do is, when it opens, I'm going to get my trailer, and I got another storage with more of my crap. So I got to organize this is going to take practically the entire day. I won't be done organizing until probably about 3 o'clock. And then here's my problem. I don't know where to go. Basically, like, I'm if it wasn't hot, I would strongly consider, and you know what? It's not even the heat that's really making me decide this. I was thinking like this. Okay, here's my options right now. I can go back to LA, which I can't do. Mentally, I'm just mentally drained. But I might change my mind in like 5 days. If I chill out for 5 days, like somewhere else, like away from everything, and then I'm like, maybe I do want to go back to LA and at least finish a couple of videos. You know what I mean? There was one video in particular I wanted to do. But there was a lot of videos that I wanted to do, and I took notes on. I looked, newspaper articles up. I read some like old blogs about it or whatever, and I'm just like, all right, I'll do that. You take notes and stuff with you, whatever. And like, I took notes for the Thelma Todd video. It's been overdone. Everyone's already fucking done it. But I'm like, I don't care. I'm a Hollywood douchebag YouTuber. I'm gonna just do every fucking video everyone else has done. I don't give a shit. And I still feel that way. But there was one video that I could not do, and I'm gonna do it. I just, like, too many fucking people did it. And it was the Wineville chicken coop murders. Dude, there must be 100 fucking videos. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Yeah, if I ever do that video, the title is not going to be anything to do with Wineville or chicken coop. It's just going to be, it's probably going to be like the dark side of Riverside County, and then that will be included in the video. There was so many fucking videos about that. I said, holy shit, I cannot do this fucking video. It's one thing if, like, there's 3 or 4 videos, I don't care. But fucking 100? Holy shit. It's like, dude, get away from me, fly. Your services are no longer needed here. I don't smell. I took a shower today. But like, holy crap! I said 100 fucking like I kept scrolling and scrolling. I said, "Fuck that!" I was like, "No, I'm cool. I'm not doing this." And you know, and I've been to the cemetery where the little kids buried at. I didn't go looking for their grave because I wasn't gonna do the video. I did a couple other videos at that same cemetery, and I just, you know, I could have walked around and just did that story, the wife, but I'm like, dude, I don't really like, even though it's easy and people like it, I don't really like doing a lot of videos just walking in a cemetery because it's just boring. I mean, sometimes I'm like, okay, I'll do it, you know, because people like it. But personally, like, I don't mind doing them. I love cemeteries and I like doing the videos. I just feel weird, like not weird all the time. I don't know. I just feel like it's just like, dude, I don't know. To me, like doing like only cemetery videos, that's like me doing videos only talking about when black women act ratchet, like constantly. It's just like it's cheap views, and I don't know. It's like I don't. I don't I don't know. I mean, I get some really good views on those videos sometimes when I'm just walking in the cemetery. Just sometimes some stories it's just like, you know, the Wineville, it's like, dude, if I'm gonna do that video, I'm gonna go to where he got kidnapped. That would have been in East LA. I think he was kidnapped in not Lincoln Heights, but it was oh wait a minute. Why are they chasing him? Oh no, there's a lot of ravens. Here they come. You know, it's like I'm gonna go to the kidnap location. I'll go to where his mom used to live. I'll try to find that house. So that's a story that I would just go to each location. I go to the house where they used to live. I go to the kidnap location. I go to the murder location, and I go to the grave. That's 4 locations. Here's the problem with doing that video. The kidnap location is like 50 miles from the murder location, and it's like you got to drive from here 50 miles to where Jurupa Valley is. That's Riverside County, basically. And then you got to drive, and normally, I very rarely film video out of order. I would rather drive 40 miles and film it in order. I don't like doing videos out of order because it's just not the same to me. You know, it's like you do a video, like it's like you go to the grave first and then you do the video. I was like, fuck that, dude. I'd rather just drive the 40, 50 miles and just do it in order. Like, I'm not going to do that shit. Fuck that. Because when I tell the story, I might have a different feeling at the grave. So anyways, so it's just that one I just don't want to do. I'm cool. I rather get very few views on an unknown story or whatever than to some overtold. I mean, poor kids that got killed, you know, sick bastard that did it, but I don't know. Anyways, getting past that, that was one of the reasons what that was driving me crazy about LA. It's like, dude, it's very. I don't want to use the word demoralizing because it's too strong of a word, but it's very, very. It's just a shitty feeling, knowing that, like, you know, you've researched the story, and then you took in your notes. You're like, okay, this is how I'm going to tell it, or whatever. And then it's like you go out and there's fucking traffic in LA. And you're sitting in traffic just to get to the fucking first part of the video. That dark side of Burbank, that took me 2 fucking weeks to do that because I was just so fucking by that time sick and tired of the traffic. Dude, it took me 2 weeks just to fucking film a video that would have took me 1 fucking day anywhere else. That was the most, I want to say, that might have been the most annoying video I've ever done. Like, it was just very fucking annoying. And I'm just like, you know what, dude? That was when I just finished that video. I said, you know what? I said, I don't think this shit's gonna work. I don't think this shit is gonna work. And I fucked up by paying the rent for September. And I only paid it because I didn't have anywhere to go and it was really hot. And I was like, okay, because I wasn't gonna pay the rent. I was just gonna get hotels until I figured out what to do. But I'm like, what's the point? Because if I just get a bunch of hotels, then it was like I have to get a storage, I have to move all my stuff. It's just like, forget it. It's just not worth it. So I just paid the rent. It just stood there and just rotted and did nothing. Dude, I haven't really, you know, thankfully I got a good work ethic. So I'll be back on the grind here probably within about a week. I haven't fucking really worked in 6 weeks. I haven't done shit in 6 weeks. All I did was drink and eat and drink some more. And I said, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I can't do this anymore. I can't do it. I wish that my brain were refreshed, because then I would go back to LA and I would stay there for the remaining 3 weeks or whatever I got left, and just at least just do some graveyard only videos where I don't have to go from location to location. And I had a bunch of notes written out, and I'm just like, man, I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm done. I bought a crumb donut from this lady. Let's see if it's any good. I mean, it's a fucking donut. What do you want? Pretty good. It's so good I'm picking the crumbs off of my shirt. Yeah, come on, girl. It's yours. It's yours. Why do all crows and ravens approach food like like there's a steel trap right there, and as soon as they grab it, it's gonna go this? So weird. Yeah, you see? See, there is no steel trap, and you got a donut hole. And then so the next one comes up. Anyways, that's my plan. Great visitations. What's going on? Elizabeth Melchor Campos. That's too many names. Way too many names. What is the name of the inmate talks? I don't want to tell you. I don't even care. That's how much I don't care about the channel right now. And I'm very serious about that channel. I'm just too burnt out. But no, it's called Inmate Stories. Inmate Stories podcast. Just too burnt out to do it right now. Just too burnt out. It's going to take a couple months for me to get back on that channel because I'm just burnt out. Anyways. So here's the thing now. Here's the thing. I don't know where to, yeah, so going back to, after I found the $800, I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. So here's my options. Like I was saying, I can go back to LA, which is not happening. Mentally I can't do it. I told the landlord, I said I'm not 100% out of here. I said, but because there is a chance, and it's a very slight chance, and I was thinking about doing this, and I'll explain. I told him, I said I'm definitely leaving. I said, you can show the place if you want to put it online, and I said I cleaned it. I didn't clean it that much. I said, but it's somewhat clean. He'll keep the cleaning. He already told me he keeps $150 of my deposit for a cleaning. Like, whatever, I don't care. I already cleaned most of it. So I could either go wherever I want to go now and then fly back there, and I highly doubt I'm going to do that. So this is my options. I was thinking about going to Scottsdale to vlog the Charlie Kirk funeral. I was interested in that for about a good hour, and then I just said it's too hot. Yeah, I could fly there, but I'm like, dude, I don't know if I really want to do that. I don't know. It's still up for discussion. So right now in my mind, I'm actually, when I pack my stuff up, I'm going to Las Vegas. The only problem with that, here's the thing. There's a lot of stupid stories that I want to do in Las Vegas. The only problem is I think I'm at the point now where I don't know if I want to rent anything for a very, very, I don't really ever want to do that ever again. Rent something for a month. Okay. But not for no fucking 3 months. Hell no. Yeah. The next time I go to LA, it'll just be hotel to hotel to hotel. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just going to rent a hotel in Burbank for 1 week. I'll rent a hotel in LAX for 1 week. I'll rent one in Hollywood for 1 week. That's exactly what the fuck I'm going to do. I'm not going to ever get a place and stay in that area ever again. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. So I could go to Las Vegas. I can stay for the next, I think I have enough stories where I can stay pretty busy in Vegas for the next 6 weeks and just not leave. So either I would go to Las Vegas, stay for 6 weeks, come back to LA for like a week or two, finish some stuff up, then I'm done. I can go bypass Las Vegas, meaning that I would only go to Vegas and stay for like, when I say bypass, like literally like a couple days. And then I wanted to drive up to Utah and do the Charlie Kirk assassination location. And then maybe from Salt Lake, I would fly down for the funeral. I highly doubt I'm going to do that. I just don't really care to do it. Or I can drive straight, basically straight past everything, and go to Iowa. Get to Iowa, get to Council Bluffs, and that's where I ran into that piece of shit that was talking shit to me in the street when he recognized me from YouTube. The only bad interaction I ever had, I was Council Bluffs. And go look for that fucking piece of shit again, and I'm going to. I will be looking for him again. So if you're watching the stream, motherfucker, if you live in Council Bluffs, I'll be there at about, I'm not really sure. And I'll be at that same fucking Walmart, asshole. So if you want to fucking come around and fuck around and find out, yeah, and we're gonna make a vlog out of it too. I'll make some money off of you, you fucking piece of shit. So we'll do that. And then I'll just stay in Iowa until it gets too cold. Head over to Chicago, kind of like just basically stay between probably like east of Des Moines and then west of Chicago. Stay right there, right off of the I-80. I'm also thinking about going to Wisconsin for a while and chilling out. When I say go to Wisconsin, that means like just stay there for like a month. Just do all the stories that I wanted to do in Milwaukee, Chicago, that area. I got a lot of Wisconsin stuff, a lot of stories in Wisconsin. I don't know why, but I was on a tear for like a few days where I was just looking up a lot of Wisconsin stuff because I thought I was going over there, and then I decided, of course not. But I got a lot of notes out of Wisconsin to go over. So, or I could just forget everything I've said and bypass everything and just go to Texas. Now, of course, if I decide tomorrow when I wake up go to Texas, then I will be definitely going to Arizona and vlogging the Charlie Kirk funeral location. But I'm not really terribly interested anymore. I'm just not interested. By the way, I am still pretty shocked, not only of his murder, I'm pretty shocked that it got as big. It's as big a news story as it is. It's almost like his is a bigger news story than if a governor got killed. I mean, the only political person that, if they were to get killed, God forbid, that would be bigger than this story would probably be if J.D. Vance or Trump. I think that's it. I don't think any other politician that I can think of right now was nearly as loved as Charlie Kirk. And that surprised me. That surprised me, like, because to me, like I said in the video, I'm like, I wasn't the hugest Charlie Kirk fan, not because of what he said. I agree with everything pretty much he said. Not everything, but pretty much most of it. I just felt like, it's like his videos were like, they weren't boring. It's just the same kind of video. It's kind of like how I told you guys before. I'm not the biggest fan of just like walking in a cemetery and just talking and that's it. That's kind of like with his videos. It's kind of like the same thing over and over and over and over. And it's like, I don't like doing that. So that was my only knock against him. It was just the same thing over and over and over. But that was his thing. And that's what people like. That's what people loved about him. He would go to college campuses. And I was wondering if he was ever going to do like overseas campuses, which in hindsight would have probably been a lot safer because they got really strict gun laws over there. But not saying that it wouldn't have happened over there. But I think people are just kind of upset, not only because a God-fearing Christian, who, yeah, he might have said some stuff that people didn't like. Of course, yeah, I understand. Yeah, sure. when he said that, like, if he were to get on an airplane and see a black pilot, he'd be like, "Oh, I hope this guy's qualified." Well, that's what everybody's going to be thinking. It just people are scared to say it out loud. And he wasn't saying that because the guy's black. He's saying that because of this diversity hiring crap, and them talking about they want a certain amount of black pilots in the air. It's just like, so are you going to bypass all the qualified white pilots and Mexican pilots and Asian pilots to fucking hire a black pilot who doesn't have that much experience? Are you fucking crazy? Hey, listen, I don't give a fuck personally if companies want to start hiring black people at an increased rate. I don't give a shit if schools want to, like, bring in more black students with less test scores than white students. I don't give a shit. I personally think it's unfair, but I don't give a shit. However, I do give a shit when it affects public safety. That's when I start caring. Like the pilot thing, no, no, no. I don't want to see a black pilot that has less experience, but at least he's black. No, no, I don't want that. No, I want the most experienced person available. And I've been on a flight where there was a black pilot, and it was a female, and she had dreads, and she had gray in her hair, which is why it didn't make me nervous. But of course, I didn't know she was black until I got off the plane. I got off the plane. I said, "Holy shit!" I wanted to say something so bad, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to just. I just wanted to say we're like how long you've been flying. I just wanted to but I didn't want her to think like, oh, you know what I mean. But she looked like, but she looked in her mid-50s, and I said, you know what? If I would have seen her before I got on the plane, yeah, I would have been like a little bit, yeah, I would have been like, you know what I mean? I would have been scared because there's two pilots and one of them was white guy and black woman, and they were both. But she looked like she was more. How could I say this? She looked like she was. I'll just say this: she looked like she was very competent. If that makes any sense. I didn't say like, okay, she's a woman, a black and a woman. But if she were young, I would have been. I wouldn't have liked that. But because she was in her mid-50s, I'm like, okay, obviously this woman has probably been flying for like 25 years at least. Hopefully not 25 hours. That would really suck. That would suck if she had like her paper pilot license. She's like, wow. She goes, wow, the ink is still kind of wet on this. I'm like, oh shit. Just do some Final Destination shit and start screaming, that plane is gonna crash! The plane is gonna crash! Get me off the fucking plane! I wonder how many people would have followed me off that plane. Who the fuck knows? I have no idea. Miss Gray, Aliska Gray, what are we doing? I heard that I heard in Canada, this fucking fly won't leave me alone. This fly is all into me. All right, so these fucking crows, they disappeared. Okay, is it time to go get my? Okay, they are definitely open now. They are definitely open now. So I'm gonna end the live stream soon. Hey, Miss Gray, I heard in Canada they hate us now, or that's what they want us to believe. I have no idea. Juanita Mayo with the $2 super chat, $4 super chat. Well, thank you very much, Juanita Mayo. And by the way, Juanita, I do have your review. It's in the back of my cooler. I've had your beer in my possession for about 2 weeks now, and my goal is to get the review done tonight because after tonight, I'm not going to be drinking during the week. So yeah, I got to do it tonight. So I'll do it tonight, and then the video should be up sometime in the next week or so. So yeah, but yeah, no, I know. I just, I was a little bit surprised just about how much coverage it's getting, and deservingly so. Like I said, and I'm gonna do a Charlie Kirk video on the Run channel. I'm probably gonna get that done. I'm gonna do the video tomorrow and edit it and have it up by Tuesday. But I'll probably put it up after the funeral. So it'll be like basically I'm gonna do what YouTube cemetery douchebag is gonna do the grave of Charlie Kirk. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and basically I don't have a problem if anybody did the grave. I think whatever YouTuber does it should be a conservative YouTuber. I don't want no fucking leftist piece of shit grave idiot visiting the grave of conservatives. No, I'm going to talk shit. I'm going to talk shit. I mean, I'm not going to mention their channel because practically, most cemetery channels they're not really worth me really talking about because there's really nothing much to talk about. But it's not my thing. It's not my thing. Let them go. Let them go play in cemeteries. I don't care. I don't want to be. I don't want to be known as a cemetery channel, and that's the thing. I don't want. I don't know what I want to be known as, but I don't want to say like, oh, it's a cemetery channel. I mean, I do cemeteries, but I don't want to be a cemetery channel. I don't want to pigeonhole myself into one category. That's why sometimes I put interviews on my channel. That's why sometimes I go to the location. Sometimes I'll and I think I really need to go back to basics. I need to go back to what my channel was before, like a couple years ago. Like I want to get back to uploading four times a week. That's still my goal. It's like, dude, it's like that prison channel was really fucking me up with me wanting to do the 4 videos a week. And so my goal is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it this year, but I'll try to go back to 4 videos a week. I got a lot of editing to do and like categorizing stuff. And, I want to do more like quicker videos, like where it's like 4 or 5 minutes and that's it. That's what's like, because I stopped doing those videos where it's like 4 or 5 minutes. So that's what's making me able to do 4 videos a week. Because sometimes it's like 3 minutes. Like this fucking guy in Las Vegas. I'm gonna do the video. I'll probably couple that video with like a couple other unsolved murders. Like if I think if a video would get good views, like if it's a good title or if it's a good subject, then I'll put it together with a couple other videos to make it 8 minutes. That way it's like 2 commercials. I make more money. And then plus also, your video is more likely to get circulated if it's longer. The longer the better, supposedly. I don't really believe that. I think that's bullshit. But certain videos I'm like, okay, let me couple that. It's like getting the ticket. So I coupled that with a couple other videos that I had done previously. So no, but this guy, this fucking guy, and let me tell you, I don't condone people killing people unless they deserve it. But it's hard to feel sorry for somebody who, so this 7-Eleven clerk in Las Vegas, this fucking guy shot and killed this woman because she stole a salad. And it's the same 7-Eleven that my friend Sherry, she's the one who died. I did a story about her going to her grave and stuff. It's the same 7-Eleven that she used to work at, which is like it's on Sahara, East Sahara. And it's like there's meth heads everywhere. And you know what? The guy, he shot her right in the fucking back. I think he got jumped or like they attacked him or some shit. But they were walking away. So that is technically a fucking murder. So the guy was an idiot for doing that. But you know what? And this is not to excuse murder. Because I'm going to say this was a murder. Even if he did get attacked and they walked away, it's still a fucking murder. Shooting somebody in the back. But you got to understand, like, people snap, right? And he probably just got fucking tired of them coming there stealing shit and just, I don't know, he's probably a nutcase as well. So maybe we'll do a dark side of 7-Eleven Las Vegas. I don't know. That it's stories like that that's like, okay, maybe I should chill out in Las Vegas for a few weeks. So I don't know. I'll decide. Hopefully I get to Las Vegas by tonight. That's the goal, to get there by tonight. So I'd like to be gone out of here. I think I want to get out of here by probably by 5 o'clock. If maybe I don't know. We'll see. Because I'm not gonna get a hotel in Las Vegas. I'm just gonna chill for whatever. I try not to drink. I mean, if my friend wants to drink, I'll have a beer with him. But I'm trying to do the Friday Saturday thing. But definitely we'll be doing the Friday Saturday thing after I get the fuck out of Las Vegas. So anyways, all right, guys, I gotta go. Thank you for stopping by. And somebody super chatted me. Wendy Smith with the $5. Well, thank you very much, Wendy Smith. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys did not have to do that, but thank you. You guys kind of have to. Thanks for catching me with me on the stream. I got a lot of thinking to do. I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna go. I'm dreading going to Iowa only because of the long drive. There's a couple of videos in Utah that I want to do. One of that is the Nutty Putty Cave. I've been wanting to do that video for probably about 5 years. Ever since Horror Stories did that video, I was like, man, I want to go there. I want to go see like what it looks like and shit like that. So I kind of want to do it in the same way that he did his video. I'll decide when I get up there, because I know people don't really like my narration videos. I mean, a couple of them have gotten decent views. So, and I like those kinds of videos. I wish, I kind of wish that instead of doing the prison channel, I would have just done like the short horror story, like voiceover channel. Like, but I don't know. I don't have time. I'm only one person, you know what I mean? But so I'll just do those videos on Lamont at Large. But I might just do like a 5 minute quick like little voiceover. Maybe have it animated or something like that. I don't know. But if I do end up going to Utah, because it's not a definite. Again, like I can just say fuck it and take the I-70 through Colorado. I highly doubt that. I think I will be going up through Utah and then catch the I-80 and go through Wyoming. I'll know more when I get to Las Vegas. We'll see how long I stay there, and then go from there. All right, guys, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Catch up with you on the next live stream, which will be maybe, is today Saturday? Maybe I'll go live tonight on the OTR channel. Catch up with you later. Peace out.